What is the one thing that people need most in the world and holds the most potential for our happiness and well-being? Can I have some ideas? Other people, families. Sex. Close. It's a form of it. Human connection. I started Make Give Live because I was at a real turning point in my life. I'd had a bit of a breakdown in a career that I was in, and I realized that I wanted to do something purposeful with my life that had meaning. I started making a few things for my baby and realizing the therapeutic benefits of the knitting, and just having something beautiful at the end of it that you could feel good about, give you a little boost. I really enjoyed. So that, learning about social enterprise, looking into the isolation problem in New Zealand that affects particularly older people, and how bad that was. That wouldn't go away. I got brave enough to put it out in my local community in Whangaproa. And a few curious people came along to the first one, and I think I've been chasing my tail ever since, because it turns out that this is really needed in our society.
Make Give Live was a big deal for me. I came to New Zealand with my husband, and we came on a working holiday visa, and I didn't know anyone. Like, after I gave birth to my child, Oliver, then I kind of was stuck at home because I didn't build any community around me, and I didn't know anyone. I felt quite lonely. So one day I just read a magazine, and I found about this community knitting, Make Give Live, and I thought, oh, that's it, because I had done a little bit of knitting before I came to New Zealand. I picked it up when I had a burnout, and I realized that it really helped me just to focus and feel calm, and just to make something with your hands that you can be proud of yourself. And then so I wrote to Make Give Live if I could join them, and then they invited me over, and like from the moment I came, the instant I felt really welcome in this whānau of knitters. So my son was then not one yet, he was 0. So we went along every week together, and it was my highlight of the week, and I slowly started to get to know people. And then a few years later, I had my second child born into the group, and she was really welcomed like one of them. And I think it's so nice to have, because I don't have my own family around, it was like my family, and it really felt like that. And it just, the highlight to go there, and then by making beautiful stuff, and then also giving to the charities, that made it extra purposeful for me. So it was on a personal level, but also knowing that you're doing more good out there. So that was it.
Having Harry and Megan have a photo of Harry holding his baby Archie, go viral on world media, and the chaos, some of it beautiful, some of it really difficult, that created. And then a few months later, we were into our first lockdowns, and we couldn't meet anymore. So all these challenges, but I just kept thinking, this matters, this voice in my head saying, because it matters. And every time I go and see our community or a group, having that reinforced by their feedback and watching the connection and the joy, and just thinking about how much this does matter and this is what the world really needs, in terms of just that beautiful connection and the therapy of making.
The power of our group is that we're all very different, like person-wise, but also age-wise. And it's really like our oldest member is 92, youngest and 20s, early 30s maybe. And it just works. Like we all of us really look forward coming together every week and just making things together. We're doing projects at the same time and just sharing that, and just that bit of connecting, intergenerational, but also just as friends, really, as whānau. It feels like that, and we can all just be ourselves, and we just bully each other, but in a good way, and we're all having so many laughs. And even if I have a heavy heart in the morning, I always leave with a better smile. And I think all of us feel that way. Like it's we can just be ourselves, doing great things, making beautiful stuff, and connect. So.
Absolute privilege to be here. I was going to talk a great deal about how impactful and fantastic Make Give Live is, but then I had one of those small pastries of the pecan, and I can only really devote this time to that. And we've done 7 years relationship with you guys, and we've literally had thousands. I guess it's between 2 and 3, maybe into 4,000 beanies over that time. One of the things that really appealed to us when we first were offered the beanies, I like to know where things are coming from, and that was looking at your website and seeing the kaupapa, and seeing that it wasn't just about getting things out there, but it was very considerate of the makers, and what gift that gave you guys of being together, because we could see the parallels with our own charity. So Give a Kid Blanket's very much community activated action of kindness, and it is completely powered by volunteers.
I think a lot of us are struggling with this really fast-paced world, and a lot going on that's not real, or you question whether it's real. That being able to sit down and create something with your hands that's tactile, and sit face to face with somebody that you can hold a beautiful conversation with, that if we can inspire not just the people that are part of our community, but a wider audience of the people that buy from us and the people that follow us, to really value these really wholesome things, that I would love to see more of that in the next 10 years.